Hi friends! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is SarahRachelFirestone, but you've clicked on my video and you could read, so let's just get into it. Today's topic is going to be placenta consumption. I've had so many questions about why the fuck did you eat your placenta. I posted a picture on my Facebook fan page. Shameless promo. My link will be in the description below. My Facebook fan page, I posted a picture of a cup of my placenta, and I was eating it on my way to the NICU every day when Levi was in the NICU. And if you're new to my channel, we have 3 kids. Liam is 5, Lorelai's 2, and Levi is my little 3-month-old. And he was in the NICU for a month. He's also crying right now with my poor husband. But with Liam, I was only 18 and I wasn't aware that people were doing that, and I wouldn't have. There was only one reason that I did it in the first place, and that's because with Liam, I went through really bad postpartum depression, and I made a video about it, so I will also link that below. And I'm not going to get too into it now because I get really emotional when I talk about it. I feel like it completely just took away the first month of Liam's life, and I wasn't able to enjoy my first month of being a mom because of it. So when I got pregnant with Lorelai, she was planned. Even though I was really scared to go through it again, I started looking up ways to not ensure that you won't have postpartum depression, because I mean, you can't really ensure that, but I started looking up just advice on how to get through it and how to give you a better chance of not having it, from like essential oils. And sorry, I have a cold, so I sound like a man, so excuse me for my voice. I'm so sorry. Okay. I was looking up essential oils, vitamins, so many different things. And since she was a home birth, my midwife suggested to me that I encapsulate my placenta. And she gave me a paper on just the different benefits, and then she told me to also research why people do it. And what I read was that consuming your placenta helped you go from all of your pregnant hormones to easing in to your postpartum hormones. When you have a baby, after delivery, your hormones are like all over the place, and you feel crazy. If you're going through postpartum depression or the baby blues, you feel insane. So consuming your placenta just gives you back all of the vitamins that you're losing. And I mean, you lose a ton of blood after you give birth, like a ton of blood. And then also you lose sleep, and you have your milk supply coming in. It's just, you're a mess. So I decided to give it a go. I had her encapsulate my placenta, and I started taking it when the baby was 3 days old. And immediately, and you guys, I'm not just saying this, because let me get to how I actually know that it did help. Immediately, my mood was just up so much that Liam and Thomas called my placenta my happy pill. My mood was just up, thriving. I wasn't tired. I never had to take a nap, ever. I didn't take a nap at all when she was a newborn. My milk supply was just so much. I was able to donate breast milk because I was making a lot. My skin was clear. My skin was like porcelain, and I'm, as you can see, very fair skinned. So it was like porcelain. And after I had Liam, I was just breaking out all over my face. And I decided that I was so happy. So, oh, by the way, I was taking 3 pills 3 times a day. And then I decided, well, I'm so happy and I'm not feeling the baby blues at all, so I'm just going to stop taking this pill. And it was in my fridge, and you could put it in your freezer until whenever you need it. Like, you could keep it in your freezer for the rest of your life. If you go through menopause and you need it, it's good for that. It's good for like a really bad period. And I thought that was really awesome. But I was like, I'm happy, I don't need this, so I'm gonna stop taking it. 2 days later, I was so weepy and tired and just sad, and I felt my postpartum depression coming on like it was with Liam. Look at this crazy homeless girl.
Mommy. Mama.
You say hi?
Hi.
You were knocking at my door.
Mama.
Don't judge us, we're having a lazy day today.
Mama.
They had to go to the dentist, so Liam stayed at home from school, and we went to the dentist, and we're just having a lazy day.
Mama.
And my hair looked like hers like 5 minutes ago. I just threw a bow on. Anyways, okay. You want to go sit on my bed now so I can finish? Okay, go sit on my bed so I can finish, okay? Here you go. Okay, almost done. Okay, so I felt it coming back on, and I was panicking. So I took 3 pills, and it took 24 hours to be happy again. You have to wean off of the placenta pills by, you know, taking only two times a day, and then taking one once a day. You have to wean off of them so you don't have the experience that I did when I decided to just abruptly stop taking them. But they were definitely the reason that I was so happy and full of energy. And then this is the question that I've been getting a lot, actually, since I posted a picture of my raw placenta in a cup, and I told people that I was just eating it raw after I had Levi. So what ended up happening was Levi, obviously, he had to be in the NICU for a while, and I wasn't planning to give birth in the hospital, but I knew that I wanted my placenta my whole pregnancy. So when the doctor delivered it, I said, I'm taking that home. And he said, okay. And they put it in a Ziploc bag for me, and I had someone come pick it up to put it in the freezer. I thought I would have it encapsulated when we got home, and they would come pick it up. I'd pay the fee, they'd encapsulate it, and then we'd all be happy. But he had to be in the NICU, and about a week after his birth, I started feeling really, really depressed, and I started feeling really depressed after I had Levi. He was in the NICU, so that, you know, probably played a huge part, but I didn't want to send the placenta away to be encapsulated, and I know that a lot of moms do consume it raw. Sometimes they cook it into like a steak, and I also knew that encapsulating it does take away some of the placenta, and I wanted it untouched. I wanted it just straight, you know? So this is how I prepared it. And one of you lovely friends asked yesterday to give the nitty-gritty details of how I prepared it and how I took it. So here it is. What I did was I put the placenta on a Chuck's pad on my stove. And if I could figure out how to add pictures to this, because I'm still learning how to edit, then I'll add pictures. But I put it on a Chuck's pad on the stove, just out. I was wearing gloves. Everything was sterile. I took a knife and I cut off everything, the umbilical cord, the membranes. I cut off everything that you're supposed to cut off. And I don't know how to explain that, but if you look at pictures online, there's membranes, there's the part that looks like a tree. I cut that all off. I cut off the sac that the baby was in, and I cut off the umbilical cord. But I kept the umbilical cord part to send it to my friend who makes umbilical cord art. So, yeah. I cut all that off, and then I sterilized the placenta as best I could. There's ways to really sterilize it, but call me gross, I just wanted to run it under hot water, and that's it. So I ran it under hot water A lot of the blood came off, but not all of it, and that's fine with me. I'm, I guess, a really gross mom. But once I got most of the blood off of it, I put it back on the Chex pad. I put a pan next to me with wax paper, and I cut the placenta into little pill-sized pieces. But of course they're not going to be like perfect, so it basically looked like a cube steak. I made little cubes out of it, like weird little, I just basically wanted it to be small enough for me to swallow and eat. I thought that I would just freeze it and then swallow them and not taste them because they'd be frozen, and that happened too, but mainly it defrosts really fast. So I would put a bunch in a little cup on the way to the NICU every day, and I ended up just dry swallowing it. I thought I would like swallow it with a glass of water just like a pill and get the benefits. And the concept was really gross to me, but once I did it, it wasn't gross at all. And in fact, I didn't taste it at all, and the slight taste that I would have, I didn't really taste it, but if I did get like a slight taste, it would be, it was just like an earthy taste. It didn't really taste like anything. Maybe there was a slight hint of like blood every once in a while, and call me gross, but like I said, it's in my body. I would never take somebody else's placenta. It was my placenta. I guess you can call me a really, really crunchy mom to do it that way, but the benefits hit me right away. They hit me the same day. So I don't know if it's because I was doing it raw, but I started immediately feeling better, and I was happy, and my milk supply was amazing after that because he was in the NICU, so I had to pump every 2 hours on the dot, and it really helped. And so I ended up just eating it raw, and we'll have some in a Ziploc bag. She just fell off my bed. Are you okay, honey?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, baby. You okay, sweetie?
Yeah.
You okay? You gotta be careful, honey. You gotta be careful. I'm so sorry, baby. No, nope, nope. You don't want to. You can walk around it. The glamorous YouTube life, y'all. Okay, go, baby. Try to add a picture of the Ziploc bag that I have left of my placenta, but I'm saving that for a hormonally hard day. And if I have a lot of pain from my ankylosing spondylitis, I'm gonna try and take some of it to see if that will help bring the pain down. Despite what some people may think that I'm a drug addict, I'm just gonna take some of my placenta. Come in, Lorelai. Wow. Hey, you guys say that you like unedited videos from me, so oh, baby. Anyways, to wrap this up, I absolutely condone taking your placenta. Personally, I liked it raw more than I liked it encapsulated. It was, some people say my afterbirth smelled like absolute vomit and blah blah blah, and that I'm weird because I did that. But honestly, I guess you're a dirty person if it did, or I don't know, but it's a birth smell. It is. It's but I quite loved it. I loved the smell. I love how my babies smell their first few hours of life, and maybe I am weird for that, but that's just me being honest with you guys, which I'm always going to be honest with you guys. And I personally did like my placenta raw as opposed to encapsulation. I got the same amount of benefits, so if you want to encapsulate your placenta, you absolutely will not taste it at all, and you'll get the benefits, and I highly recommend you research those benefits because I'm almost done. If you have had postpartum depression before and you're pregnant with your second baby, research it. At least try it. And if you have any more questions about consuming your placenta or how you should prepare it or what you should do, just let me know. Love you guys.